I'm talking about Final Cut Pro Sound or iSound, sound effects. And it comes with songs, or jingles. Songs you can. This is all iMusic. But not only do it come with songs, it also comes with sound effects. Let me see if I can find sound effects. Here's one. Sound effects that you can use for a movie or your cartoons, your story time, or your video. And this is in Final Cut Pro. Of course, you look it up to see what the rules are to using these sound effects in your movie. Excuse me, but as far as I know, these sound effects can be used with your movie because of they are allowed once you now where is that? It's supposed to be a room. But I don't hear it. Look at the LF, LFE. There, I hear that one. Okay, come on, let's go down here and smash some doors. Well, I'm gonna do a couple of stories up here before I show you this. Okay. This is, and so this is iSound, or it used to be called iSound. So this is let's see. Now you know that's a cartoon cry, right? That's the sound of somebody pouring a drink. That's the sound of somebody goggling, eating. That's the sound of a woman groaning. Weird. That's the sound of a man groaning. Somebody blowing their nose.
Oh no!
Cartoon. These sounds can be used for your movies.
What?
Yeah. Your videos.
Wow!
Lord. That's cute. Whenever you get an editing program, go through the effects to see what you have brought that you can use. All right, now let's go to win. All right, I don't know what I'm thinking. I have not downloaded any pictures from NASA because I do have something for you that I want to do with this to show you how it works. And I had started to think, and so I did a sound bite. So what I'm gonna do is just upload the sound bite in here. Oh Lord. What's wrong? There it is. Let's see if I can find it in here. Let's erase video. Where is it? Um, um, Genesis. So I need some video from NASA. Some of their public domain video. Yeah, that's what I need. So I can still start with sound and then put the pictures up there. Oh, come on now. I know I just put it in here. Where's that text? Gotta turn it up so I can hear these texts. Oh, okay. So I'm looking for this. Hey, I saw somebody out there that was selling Verizon. I better call Verizon and see if I get a job with them. So I am looking for this. I'm looking for, I just imported it. So where is the sound bite? Oh, here it is. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Marking my in and out points. My in points is where I want the video to start in the timeline. And I haven't set my new project yet. New project. On a no untitled video. Oops. Let's see. Okay. One. Okay. So I can have a timeline down. God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. So this is what I want. I want this. And I need a picture to go over here. So that's what I want NASA for. So let's go and let's do a sound bite. So I'm going to add sounds. What do I want? I want the sound of the wind and water. But which one sound do I want? See what wind now sound like. This is it. Let me see where I want it at. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth is without cloud. You hear that wind? That wind sound like a wind in space. And the Spirit of God was hovering. All right, so let's say the Spirit of God was hovering over the earth. So let's see what this says. Face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face. Okay, you hear that wind whipping, but you also hear my voice. So let's see, I turned it down. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the earth. So I'm going to turn this up. But, let me see. Over the face of the earth. What do I want? I want a rock, water, a frozen rock. A frozen rock. Yeah, frozen meteorite. See, I'm comparing it to what I see space like. But what space was like, I don't know. So what I want for a visual, I want a meteorite covered in ice. And I'll see what I could do in this program to change the meteorite. No, it's another program called Motion. And I've never really tried Motion before, and I never worked in it. And so I want to see and learn Motion. It's sort of like After Effects. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Maybe if I take 2 sets of wings. No, that's not. Let's see. Where the wind go to? I don't mean ski. I mean wind. W. I just was on the wind. That's ski is where's wind? I just hey volcano. Hey volcano when I do land. Volcano. It's not gonna have that many sounds, but I probably will do two of them like it. So what I need, I'm changing my mind. I need the wind and I need thunder. Wind, thunder, and the sound of crashing waves. Thunder in. There's rain and thunder. Oh, I don't want a storm like that. I know. Ooh, I could use that for when he divided the waters from the water, and the water from heaven. You know, the sky and the rain. Yeah, the sky and the sea. That's rain because the sky is water, right? And the sea is water. That's when he divides the waters from the waters. All right. Let's go through this. We're going to do doors, sounds, and all that, but I'm going to do that with another story. Probably a made up story. All praises to Jesus Christ, God Almighty. Yeah, did I say that? I'm going to say that. Alrighty now. All right, where's the thunder? There's the wind again. I pass by it. That's a lake water. That's a drip. That's underwater. Where's the thunder? I wonder if they have any. Oh, there it is. Wind 7. I'm trying to see if I could. I think that's the wind. Let's see. It's 6 and 25. Of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Okay. If I need more room, I'll put it up there. Face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. The wishing sound of the water, waves. Ocean waters. No, that's after he created the bird. The water wasn't really movable. The water wasn't movable. I don't know. I'm just going by space. In space, the water is immovable. It is frozen solid, like a rock. But I don't know because I'm just going by what they have in space now. I don't know. So I'm just going by what they have in space now. And so I need something different. I need thunder and lightning. Just wind, thunder, and lightning. And I'm going to use the sound of water when I get there. What's this? Okay. Tidal reverse. This motion. I'm looking for water. I'm looking for thunder. I saw it up here. No, I saw thunder up here. There it is. Let's see if it stays here. And then let's go back here. Then God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. Okay. Then God said, I'm going to add the thunder here. This is where I'm going in at. Then God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. going out here. So what I'm going to do is go, I don't want to go right over here, but it's going right over there. I need to be further over. Because I got to get the thunder attached here.
Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said,
Look. So this has to be turned down some.
Then God said, let there be light, and there was light.
Now, this is where the thunder's coming in. I'll get a picture later on to separate in between here so I will have space. And then I'll change the position of the thunder. Let me go back. So this is when the thunder is coming in. Right here.
Then God said, let there be light, and there was light.
So what's wrong with that lightning? Oh, that's alright. It crackles and it sticks. So
then God said, let there be light, and there was light.
that thunder, let me see this one. No. Let's see, the wind and the thunder.
Then God said, let there be light, and there was light.
All right, let me see what I got up here. Because I knew I did get some nicer pictures, but I erased a lot of them. And so I might have to re-download some. Let's see. I erased some there, very big megabytes. I don't see none. Oh, wait a minute. This was me trying to get pictures of the, go ahead and cut it off. Cut it off right here. Good. That's NASA. That's a different NASA. Alright, this is not it. No. Alrighty now. I had a picture. It might be on my other CD. See, my other computer don't have iSounds. And don't have this program. It has a different program, and the program has different oh, alright, I'm looking for these pictures. But the program has different DaVinci Resolve. It don't have all this music and all these things for free. So DaVinci Resolve is a colorist program. This is Final Cut Pro. And this gives you things. With this program comes some things. You could green screen in here, and you could do a lot of things in Final Cut Pro. And I don't see no pictures from NASA, so I have to download some pictures from NASA. But I don't want to clog up my computer because those pictures are a lot of megabytes. So let's just
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, let there be light, and there was light.
See, that's what I'm confused about. Now, I'm just going by our space because the waters in space are ice. So I'm going by what we have now in our space, and that's ice. That's why I don't have the sound of waves up here.
And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light.
Now the thunder represents the voice of the Lord.
And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light.
All right, let's go on. Let's go back here. Not here. Let's go here. Right. All right, let's start here. See what we have next.
And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. So the evening and the morning were the first day.
So that's the sun and the moon. So this is the sun, and this is the sun and the moon. And for these pictures, I have to get some pictures. For this, I have to get some pictures from NASA.
God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light.
Turn that up some. Even it out with this. Okay. Okay. Easy auto. Just hover this over this line, and you could take it up, and you could take it down. But you make sure all of it is even. Even.
And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. So the evening and the morning were the first day.
Alright. Oh, that's okay. That's good.
Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. So the evening and the morning were the first day.
Okay, let me pull this in some. Alright. Okay, let me fade it out. Sound of the wind. The sound of thunder. Okay, let's see this sound. Put this in a little bit more. I want it even. See if it's even. These two. So let's see if it's even.
And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. So the evening and the morning were the first day.
Okay. That's it. That's it. So I think I get it perfect. Two sounds of wind and the thunder when God talks. This is sound, right? This is just one, but I'm gonna do another
In the
one
beginning, God created the heavens and
with
the
the
earth.
dogs barking
The
and all
earth
that
was
stuff.
without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. So the evening and the morning were the first day.
Okay, let's stop with the thunder. See what it sounds like if I stop right where the thunder stop at.
And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. So the evening and the morning were the first day.
There you go. Let's see. Right here. This will be better. You know, you can always build it in the W studio. Yeah, let's do this.
And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. So the evening and the morning were the first day.
Okay. Right now, I don't have pauses in between this, but I'm going to change this and put pauses in between it.
Then God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." Thus God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven. So the evening and the morning were the second day.
All right, I'm going to stop right here. Out. O means out. In almost all editing programs that I know of, N is where you start the clip, keyboard shortcut. O is where you stop the clip. Okay.
Then God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the..."
Okay, this is where I want a firmament. That is. Wait a minute, I got this right, don't I? Let me see.
Then God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters,
Yeah.
and let it divide the waters from the waters." Thus God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so.
So.
God called the firmament heaven. So the evening and the morning were the second day.
So we're doing the waters and the sky.
Then God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the water."
Okay, so what we need here. That sounds. We need thunder for God said. All right, let's see what this comes. This is what we use. This is what I use, okay? So we're going to use this right here. Here.
Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. Thus God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament.
All right. I'm going to come back to that. Let me come down here. Hello, 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 hello. All right, now I got my pictures from NASA. So this is an asteroid. So let's see. Oops.
The earth was without form and void.
So I want this picture right here. So the earth was okay, without form and void. So right over here.
The earth was without form and void.
Now asteroids, I chose an asteroid, not air, because asteroids have water on them. But I have to blow this picture up like this, because I got to get all this stuff out. I had another one, so hard to find. I don't have to do this. It's this picture of this asteroid. So I'm going to look for that one too. And if I find that one, then I won't need this one. Just avoid asteroid. Let's see. That's not it. I think that's Jupiter. I don't know. Yeah, that's Jupiter. That's not an asteroid. That is Jupiter. I don't think so. I don't think so. Well, the pictures are very easy to get off of NASA, and I'm going to show you where you can get them from. That's not what I'm looking for. That's right home. I probably would turn down that music for real, because I can't have no music. I was up there looking at Catherine, and then this lady, she joined me, and I went to try to get, oh, here it is. Let's see. See, they sent me I would try to download this. They sent me the picture so I could do this myself, but I said no. Okay, that's good. All right, let's see what this look like. So let's delete this, and let's go in. What in the world? Let's go in up here, okay? I don't know what that's about, so let's all right, let's undo this one. There you go. Now I can delete this, and now I can go in. Go. Oh, righty now. All right, let's come here. Let's start here. And let's go out here, but let's see if it's too big. It might be too big. It looks too big. There you go. Let's see.
Heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep.
I don't know what that is, but asteroids don't have light. I might go with the other asteroid that I had.
Heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep.
Yeah, you see the asteroid? Got some kind of light over there. And that might not be fit right for this one. Just a dark asteroid I hit at first. Might be right, but let's go.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep.
All right, I'll go with it.
And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light.
Okay. Hovering over the face of the water. See, ice is water, so, hovering over the face of the water, and let there be light. Okay, where's the other asteroid picture I had? Other asteroid. Yeah, I got that picture too. But I don't know. That asteroid got light on it. They usually don't have lights. Hey, let there be light. Let's go at this thing right here. What is... Okay, let's see.
First time ever, scientists using NASA's Fermi Gamma Ray Space Telescope have found the source of a high-energy neutrino from outside our galaxy. The neutrino came from the eruption of a supermassive black hole at the center of a type of galaxy called a blazar.
Okay. We're going to hear about the neutrino and the blazar? No. No, you're not.
The neutrino came from the eruption of a supermassive black hole at the center of a type of galaxy called a blazar.
No, you're not. All right, so what it is that I need an asteroid right here, and then the blazar.
And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light."
Okay, and then have this where he said, "Let there be light." Right, so I got to pull this in.
Let there be light, and there was light. And God saw the light.
So, and then comes the sun. I think I need an asteroid here. That asteroid, the picture I hit at first. Where's the blazar? No? No, we're not talking about the blazar? I must have pulled it. Wait a minute.
And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light.
I'm going to
And
pull
God
it
saw
down right
the
away. But let me show you how you can do that without doing what I did. Okay. Here is where you could take the video and the sound down. That's all. So when you're moving the clip from here to here, you could take the video and the sound down. Now you can use, say, the up arrow and a 1 and do that. Now video only, once you mark your in and out points, you can use an up arrow and a 2. Keyboard shortcuts. Yeah, instead of using the mouse. In audio only, you can use an up arrow and a 3. Those are what you call keyboard shortcuts. Instead of using the mouse, you just use the keyboard. What is this?
Not
Everything I need. You see what he's talking about.
combines light with new signals like gravitational waves and neutrinos to provide new insights on the most extreme cosmic phenomena.
Okay, let's go. Neutrinos. This is not like the equinox, is it? No. Neutrinos, the equinox. Every time I hear that, I think of who do I think of? Whoville. Equinox, Whoville. All right. All right. Here's a asteroid. Oh yeah, this one right here. This one is nice. Alrighty now. Let's see what it looks like and what it sounds like. The asteroid is supposed to burst into light.
It was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light." And there.
Okay. Now you know this one is not moving, and the rest of them are moving. But this one is not moving. Alright, now I'm gonna go bump that. So let's see what it looks like once again.
The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw the light that it was.
You know, this is when I need the sun. Just the plain sun. Just the plain sun. Let me see if I put the sun in here. Yes, it did. Alright now. I don't need no see. Here we go. Then this is it. Oh yeah, there it is. It's flaring out. Alright. Go on down. Let's see how it looks now.
Was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw the light that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night.
Okay, so here we have just darkness. Darkness. We have the light, and then we have darkness. Okay.
The light that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night.
The light day. Stop at day. Let's see if it stops at day.
God saw the light that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. So the evening and the morning were the first day.
Okay, now let's go to the second day. I love Genesis. I just love Genesis. I love every scripture I read. Genesis. If I would have chose something else, I'd be saying, I love that scripture. Yeah, I love Genesis.
Then God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." Thus God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament.
If I told you that was water, would you believe? Come on. Alrighty now. The firmament. Alright. I know what I need. I got it. I know I put it in here. Let's see. Go back. No, not that one. This one. Oh. Where is it? I just pressed this one. Not this one. I want the other one, but this one is the one I want. Okay, no land. Okay, I'm going to turn the sound down on this one too. And it's a little bit long, but okay. Oh, I forgot the night.
He called night. So the evening and the morning were the first day. Then God said, let there be a firmament.
Okay, so all I want is water, light, and sky. This doesn't look even. Yeah. All I want is water, light, and sky. That's all I want. Water, light, and sky. I don't want to land.
In the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. Thus God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament.
Okay, now what I don't want is birds. I want birds. So here it is. Here's the firmament right here. I think I captured it. Yeah, I just want the water. I don't want the land. I just want the water in the sky. I think that's land, water, and sky. I'm just looking for the water in the sky. That's land, water, and sky. So here, go in, water and sky. Go out. That's firmament. Let's see if I got it right now. Oh, pull it over some.
Said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. Thus God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so.
So, let me pull this out some. I don't need the birds. I don't want you to see the birds yet.
Which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so.
So, I don't want to see the birds or the land. Even though we know it's there. This is Genesis. Okay, let's see what we got so far.
The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, let there be light. And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. So the evening and the morning were the first day. Then God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. Thus God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven. So the evening and the morning were the second day.
He called it firmament. Okay. So this is the firmament that he called heaven. So let me see if there's another picture of just sky, no land, just sky and water. I'm gonna get me in somewhere. Just sky and water. That's all around. Sky and that's land. Sky and water. A different look. I don't want to use the same picture. I need something that's just plain sky. And no, just plain sky. And heaven. Heaven. I don't think I got any pictures like that. What's this? Heaven. Okay. I can use this. Let's see. I don't even need that much. No. No land. This is what it is. Put it at the end here. And then I'm going to cut some of this. Let's see if it works.
Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. Thus God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven. So the evening and the morning were the second day.
Right. No, what in this picture? No land. That's right. It's not transitioning right. So let's see if this will make the transition better.
Made the firmament and divided the waters which were under
I don't need that blacking out.
the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. Thus God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven. So the evening and the morning were the second day.
Stop it right there. Okay.
Heaven. So the evening and the morning were the second day. Then God said, let
Okay. I heard it click. You heard it?
day. Then
There it is. On which side is it on? I see it. I see it. It's on this side. Let's see.
the second day. Then God,
There it go again. There go the click. So it's not on this side.
so the evening and the morning were the second day.
There it is. Come in, just one minute. Oh, good God Almighty! I just need to come in 1 inch. Let's see what we have.
So the evening and the morning were the second day. Then God said, let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear.
All right, land. Land. Let's go back to our picture. Our picture of, I'm going back to using this picture. Let me see. Can you see land? No, that one's not the one I'm using. Where's the other one at? Just gonna have to leave that clip there. I don't know what the click is, but you know, here it is, land.
evening and the morning were the second day. Then God said, let the waters under the...
Okay, let me fill this in. Let me take this, pull it out. I need to get rid of that here. I know I'm making it so big that I'm destroying pixels. I know. I want you to see the land and the water and the sky. Let me do this and see what happens. You see the blue, color balance. And you see the sky, the sun, the sky, the orange, the blue. Can you see the land? Alright, I can bring this in too. It's not that much. Let's see.
Were the second day. Then God said, let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear. And
I might change this. Alright. Let gather in one place and the dry land appear. Think the pier is good enough. You can see the pier. This is just awful. This is god awful. Let me click it in some. There you go. Oh, come on.
was so. And God called the firmament heaven.
Yeah, you
So the evening
birds
and the morning were the second day. Then God said, let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so.
Alright. So let's go in here. Let me do that. This has more pictures. Yeah, my disk is holding up my external hard drive. Okay. Okay. Alright. We'll see. Alrighty now. Let's go.
And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven. So the evening and the morning were the second day. Then God said, let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place,